Awesome. Looks like we're recording now. Okay, then. Well, thanks everybody for coming along. So today we're going to talk about the launch of the new project type, pesticide project type that's just been launched into Projector. So this is designed to work hand in hand with Pesticide Projector. And I'll just show you. So if you don't have access to Pesticide Projector, the website for it is pesticideprojector.net.au, and there's a big request access button there. So if you hit that, it'll generate a access request for it, which will come through to one of us, and we'll let you in. So yeah, it's designed to work with this. So it's kind of a prerequisite to have a Pesticide Projector account in it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll first go back and talk about the new project type. So we'll create a new project. I'm going to create a new collection. So I'm going to create the new collection, go back up to our information one here. We'll call this pesticides training. What is it? December 2025. And we've now got this new tab here called pesticides. So we're going to put that on pesticides. We'll leave the funding provider, put the funding provider to example training here. And then we'll add a project. So this works the same as all the other project types. So the first thing we need to do is draw the site in. We can use the address search bar in here. So for people who haven't seen, we now have a address search bar here, which means we can search for where are we? There. Search for addresses now. So I'm going to put it into where my office is here. So we can search for address. I'm going to draw in where we're going to have our project area, back of my office here. So we've got our area in here, then we move through the same tabs as we always do. DPI example. So the description, a project status, and costs and all that sort of stuff, the same for all the other ones. Now where it changes, we move over to the survey here. So again, it's designed to work with Pesticide Projector. So it's a very stripped back version of Pesticide Projector. It doesn't have the ability to search for things and download the download labels and that sort of stuff, or see what the aquatic risk is compared to products. That's all inside Pesticide Projector. So there is the link here to it, which will take you through there. So yeah, open this up, do all your searching and prioritization through Pesticide Projector, and then once you have gone through the process of planning what you're going to do with the grower, you would then come in here as the final step around reporting. So we're going to select a type we're going to use. So we'll do cane. We're now growing cane here in Rocky Dillon. So we're going to put that in.
Thanks, mate.
We're going to do new mix. We've got a few extra questions that you don't see in Pesticide Projector. So we have crop stage here. So we just want to know, what stage is happening. So I'm fallow and I'm applying this in December. And then we put our ingredients in. So if you don't know what ingredients you're going from or to, you need to, like Pesticide Projector is going to be the example here. So what I'm going to do is jump over into Pesticide Projector and show an example that I've pulled out. It's nice and simple. So Pesticide Projector shows the aquatic risk for all of the different pesticides available for particular crops here. So if you do want to know about it, go on to the website and watch the videos about this. I'm not going to kind of go too in depth into it. But what I've done here is I've actually gone through and selected two pretty common products to show the different risk. So these two buttons, these two points over here are diuron and hexazonone. So which is Velpar K4, pretty common pesticide, a herbicide used in sugarcane. So we've got diuron there. The concentration in the Velpar is 468 grams per litre, and we're applying it at 3 litres here. And then the hexazonone is in that Velpar is 132 applied at 3 litres. So I've put those in here, and then the chemical I'm comparing it to here is Flame, which is a Mazapic. So that's this dot over here. So Mazapic is 700 grams per litre, and it's applied at 140 mils per hectare. So you can see here that its aquatic risk score is 15, and then diuron is the 43,000 plus the 16,000. So the Velpar, sorry, there. So we've already gone through and compared, picked out the 2 chemicals we want. So we're going to go back over into Pesticide Projector. I'm going to put in the diuron. So we can search in here. So we're looking for diuron. And what did I say diuron concentration was? 468. So we're going to go 468 applied at 3 litres. So it has a spray method in here, so we can go complete coverage, majority, banded, part, spots, just basically a percentage breakdown. We're going to leave this complete coverage. We're going to add in the hexazonone. Go back to Pesticide Projector. Have a look at what the concentration was, 132. 132. Applied at that same 3 litres, complete coverage. Now, so that's our before mix that it's in here. Now we're looking for our after mix. So we may be deciding to change what month we're doing that, or say and same, I'm going to keep it at December. And I'm going to go add active ingredient here. And I'm going to go Imazapic, back to P2R, back to Pesticide Projector, 700 grams. Applied at 400 milliliters. So this is in liters or kilos per hectare. So if we're going 140 mils, which this is applied at, we got 0.14 in there. So we go through and we hit save. And now if we go back to the location and summary, it shows us our change in risk units here. So we have for this 12 hectares that I drew in, our before risk units based on that Velpar was 72,697, and moving to a Mazapic, we dropped down to 10. So it's a change of 100%. It's not really 100%, obviously. It's 99 point something or other, but round it up to a whole figure, it ends up being 100. So we end up with 100% there. So this is how we put a single mix in. If we want to add multiple mixes in here, we can go to, say, if this is our fallow mix for this one, we can add another one in, and we can go, okay, well, this is our, post-harvest mix, and we can add that in. You can add a lot of mixes in there. We think it's infinite, but you get bored at about 30, so we can just keep adding it in. And if we add another mix in here and we say, let's say August, and we add something glyphosate in 50 at 2 litres, and we keep this the same. We'll go to August and we'll add the same one in. 50, but we'll change this to, 1 litre. And we hit save. Go back, we can see the change in we can now see in the overview page, we can see the contribution of each of the mixes, I guess. So you can see here, mix 1 was this, mix 2, which is that glyphosate one I just banged in quickly, nothing's really changed there. It's a 50% reduction because I halved the rate, but it's still pretty low. So we can see that there. When we go up to the projects tab here, we can see the combination for all of them. So if I've got multiple projects in here, it'll show the total for all of them here. So if I've got 5, 10, 15 sites in here, and they're, you know, some are reducing it by 70,000 and some by 10 and that sort of stuff, it'll all show here as an overview. So that is pretty much it for this. The only other thing to mention is that the pesticide questions that were in Cane are now gone. So this is the way we want all pesticides reported through now. The intent in the future will be to use this number, these numbers here, to be able to say, hey, the result, the impact of such and such a project in this particular region was X amount of farms across however many hectares reduced their risk, pesticide risk, by something or other. Okay then. Yeah, so like the same as all other projects, need to be into works complete before you're able to submit these to P2R. And that's about it. Miss, do you want to pause the recording and we'll open it up for questions?
Yep, absolutely.